Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be talking about how you can have highly satisfied customers every single time. I mean, not every time, but most of the time. Alright, so I'll be sharing with you 3 of my best tips that I've learned over the years on how do I ensure that my customers are really satisfied. If you're ready, let's begin. If you're new to this channel, I'm all about helping you grow your money and multiplying your money. So be sure to subscribe if that suits you, and let's begin. So first off, the first tip I have for you is really to under-promise your customers. I know this is counterintuitive. Like most people would promise like they can achieve the stars, the moon. Let's give you an example. Like when they're trying to sell you YouTube courses, right? A lot of people will tell you, hey, this is how you can get millions and billions of views. But here's the problem: if you overpromise your customers, they're gonna have very high expectations, and when you don't meet that expectations, you know what? You're gonna have an unsatisfied customer. So a simple way to make sure your customer stays satisfied is to know your strength and to promise slightly less than what you can deliver. So that way your customers will always be happy. The downside to this though is, of course, you may not sell as much as you're used to. You probably sell more if you were to employ, overselling, overpromising kind of tactics. But here's the thing. You are here to build a business for the long term. You're not here to just build a scamish business and then quit over the short term. So if you want to build your brand, you want to ensure that your brand stays powerful, you want to slightly underpromise compared to what you can deliver. All right? So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2, and that is to over-deliver on your promises. So let's say if you promise your customers, again, back to the YouTube course, you tell them, hey, you know what? I can teach you to grow a following so that you can reach people and change lives. Tim Schmoyer's quote, by the way. So you can promise them that you can help them grow their channel. But here's what you can do. If you want to make them really happy, you over-deliver. You tell them, you know what? Here's a bonus tip for you. You can, I'm going to teach you how you can run YouTube ads. Right, YouTube ads for free so that you can sell your online courses. For example, so by doing that extra bonus, people feel that, hey, you promised me that you will help teach me to grow my YouTube audience organically, but now you're also teaching me how to sell courses as an extra. So when you do that, people feel like, wow, you are really helping me out. And this is especially important in the context of, like, let's say if you're coaching people for sports like badminton, people really feel when you're going that little extra mile to help them, especially when it's spontaneous. Yeah, so that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, and that's, in my opinion, very, very powerful tip, is to connect with your customers. So a lot of people, once you kind of get used to running the business for a while, you kind of neglect connecting with your customers. You kind of hire people and then you let your team kind of handle the customers. The problem with that is that if you fail to connect with your customers, like know them as friends, what happens is that when they have problems, they don't tell you, so you don't improve. That's first. The second is that when you treat them as your friends, they treat you as their friend, and they would genuinely tell you areas in which they need help in. So every person's situation is different. So if you connect them on a more personal level, you may end up being able to understand them better, know what are the needs, what are the areas that they need help in, and when you can do that, only then you can help them out and put on your problem solving cap, and telling them, hey, you know what? Here's what I can do to help you because you have this specific need. So this ties in very closely with over-delivering, because when you connect to them, you know specific problems that this particular person face, and when you go that extra mile, extra 15 minutes coaching for this particular student of yours because they need this particular help, hey, they feel that you're going the extra mile to really help them out. So with that said, that is the end of this video. In the next episode, I'm going to be talking about how you can automate your entire business. So if you haven't already, if you don't know, this is part of a playlist series called the How to Start Your Business for $0. So if you want, you can check it out over here. If not, I'll see you in the next video. You can check it out over here. And that's really about how you can automate your business and build a scalable business model, right? So with that said, I'll see you next time. Take care, guys.